Go. About to walk my ass in the wreck. Taking my talents to the south wreck. Easy.
I don't know.
Looks like a Viking or something. I think he goated. Yo, Yachty buddy booted. But why? Why didn't they let you dunk? Good job. You making new builds on Xenoverse? The move? Yes, sir. Right. You don't even know what Xenoverse is no more. Hey Joe, that's that game with Goku on there. You know what that game is? No? No. You said you're getting on Xenoverse?
We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth. They love their football in this part of the country. This crowd is ready to go as their guys.
I knew he was like,
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. Week 14.
you don't even like the snap.
But okay. It's okay.
That movie on Netflix called Red Notice.
Now I'm back on my single on movie. It's like no. I said I watched fuck that
movie.
Antonio Gibson.
I wanna watch the Army of
I keep seeing that on the little preview. I ain't.
I'm gonna watch it because it's like, hey, we finally making a movie about action things. Should we do some things? Thieves before thieves.
That came on a couple months ago, right?
I don't know.
I was seeing it on the live stream for a while, but I was seeing that.
2nd and 9.
Refs and frontal still.
Fitzpatrick gonna give to
I don't think we got that.
drop for 7.
No, I be tired of that shit, cause then
That's the everywhere. Girl, you look like girl shoes, not in the way. My mother said
in the way, cause the
like
pink,
spring shoes.
but you can freaking meet the way. That's what I like. That pink kind of.
3rd play of this opening drive.
It's not a pretty.
Out of here, boy.
I told you, I was just
They'll run with Gibson. He will not
We got dumbass.
right around the yard line. Just a
I don't even look like no sir.
and that'll be a call to the punt team as
That's several.
we're down on Tress Way to he'll get this.
It's 50 shit. What's it got to think?
TSM Black Panther.
I went in 2nd grade.
Oh my.
Man, my keyboard take a flop.
Dragon Ball Goku.
The Cowboys now with at about the 32.
He said, fuck it now.
First time I went, I was like, the lady, she pulled out the little gel she was finished. I was like, whoa, 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 what's the
Pressure
color? She's like, no, this is the finish. She's like, last month. Alright.
Hello.
Yeah, got out. Realized he had chucked it free. Down, right?
One of the Louis Burt nowadays, right? Regular. Definitely gonna hit you guys.
Scott from the gun.
But, my bad, I'm black, dog.
Right. Throwing for his running back. Complete. To the ground.
I ain't leaving,
17
care of the good.
play there, and the Cowboys have CD.
I am not cutting myself. I am not listening to rock music. I am not demonic.
Key for them to try.
Everything they did, too.
Because with this guy, if you blitz him,
You know it's Black Eagles, too, right?
So you listen to the Jew?
I forgot what it's called.
as we were walking off the field.
Fucking laptop broke, man.
No, there was what you said to me after he said that. You're like, oh, fatal. Things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we
You feeling this drip for the rock? 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 You feeling this drip for the rock? Feeling this drip for the rock? Feeling this drip for the rock?
It's Soca, baby. Ain't not fucking with DJ DJ Urban. Let's go. Let's go.
meetings that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the
Absolutely.
ball. You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Gibson here running out of the gun. And a penalty flag.
Oh, yeah.
And let's listen in on the call. You need your wide
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
On
Help me.
Yeah, he is dragging. It's definitely quiet as shit in here. I know it's hella people in here.
How quiet is it?
Bullshit, quiet. Say nah.
And Hopkins' kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's Dreads 12-12.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Prescott.
Hey yo, you funny as shit. I see what you did there.
First 5 passes, with a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Oh.
No.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your
I ain't gonna lie. Jada kind of threw him off in the game, so he's taking our bullshit roles, but still good.
A first down throw for Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked out really well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the red zone now, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Toward the end zone.
Ain't reason why I don't got that shit yet.
So back-to-back
Looking like this. If y'all want me to be bluntly honest, nigga, I'll give y'all niggas about a week. If y'all still playing that shit a week from now, I'll get that shit.
Unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
See, so already, so what you So and that's why I don't know much about the game. So right now, you just already told me that the game don't got replayability. So once we all beat the game, this shit is done.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
There's no online. Is it online multiplayer?
The answer to the question everybody wants to know. LeBron, what's your decision? In this ball, man, it's very tough. In this ball, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
God damn. Oh. There you go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Gibson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Fitzpatrick. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. To give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. Fitzpatrick to his tight end Thomas for the Washington 1st.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
On the bargain.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Osa Odighizuwa able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. After the sack on first down, Fitzpatrick out to the right to Humphries. Touchdown! Adam Humphries. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 10-7.
Hey, yeah. Oh, yeah. Niggas deep as shit in here. It was good. Let me go down a little shot. It was good, Chase. It was good, David. It was good, David. It was good, Shaq. It was good, Shaq. It was good, Breezy. Ace, my boy. It was good, Devo. My boy John in the building. John in the building. My boy Joe. My nigga Roski. And my boy Rum. Now, if y'all ain't say y'all fucking name and said present, get the fuck out! And I mean it.
Set for this next drive of the Cowboys offense. Well, they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row.
That's how I step on niggas, John.
Is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks are writing this team off about 3 weeks ago. Even some of their own fans. So I suggest
touchdown, Cowboys.
What is you doing on those universe pack, man?
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Washington 10.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Spins past him. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Now, that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call into question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line.
Hey, get in here. This side, Rick.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott pushing his way through. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretch it right there turned it into a really nice game. Off the play fake, Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davidson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
What is that? What is that? That thing is not real.
2nd down and 3. A give to Elliott running left. Oh, some strong running. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Prescott now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Bro, I have no ammo.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From just shy of midfield, Prescott. That's to the tight end, Davidson. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And again, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Washington 10.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone. And
you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is Tony Pollard. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Play action now, Prescott. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Next to score, Cowboys 28, Washington 16.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff for Gibson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing Fitzpatrick. He gets it to Humphreys. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Father, no. What is niggas doing?
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get in the same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I feel like most people that play, I feel like motherfuckers getting rounds on David, but I'm just being real. I ain't seen nobody just go in there and fucking 2 out of Peters, nigga. And if you did, they did. They ain't doing it multiple times.
Looking to throw, Prescott.
I seen you get around. I seen you get around.
That is Davidson, the tight end, and he's gonna get this inside the 30. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
I ain't really seen nobody else to really like sweeping or nothing. I think you got a round on him too. Joe got a round on him.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, you did? Yeah, I'm about to say. I don't think it's impossible. I just think David, nice David. You gotta give him respect. He's nice. I feel like he can be beat though. I'm just gonna keep going my career. Get my buddies what they did.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Prescott off play action. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Crazy.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 10th carry now for Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Crazy.
Zerline's kick is up and
through. They be doing that to me too. I thought I lost my new build too. I was mad as shit. I was like, I just made this build.
Widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Foggy.
Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott.
Cause the timing.
Flush to his
Are you?
right. And eventually taken
Hold
down
up.
here. Great coverage downfield. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Davidson. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
On play action, Prescott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Going to the mall is very hard for me. To fulfill that role and kind of help me to go out of my shell and be more
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 10.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Left.
Fitzpatrick to throw. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be under pressure. They got him again. Randy Gregory providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Desperation time. Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Pass complete. Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Fitzpatrick. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Cowboys, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Washington, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.
Your mama? That nigga down for that kid. Father. No. Yeah, he bet.
Here's ball. He started off the 19th game against the Warriors in San Francisco. And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. As he did. That athletic ability gets business to the rim there. Almost shrugged off. Another column in the bet sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, got to put forth more effort.